I didn't feel anything. I mean, it smelled like meat on a barbecue. You don't want to be like... Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie Martinez. First of all, thank you for checking out this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. I share a lot of other things that you might find really interesting. So before I got the surgery, I got into Google and tried to research a little bit about it. I wanted to get information about what happened after, how long is it gonna take for me to see the results, is it gonna hurt? And I really didn't find any more information besides maybe a couple of pictures. So I wanna share my experience so you can get a better sense of what this surgery entails, and ultimately you can make a better decision about this surgery. So let's make something clear before I go into it, because I didn't know, and this made a huge difference. It might have just been me. I thought that they actually cut the eyelid. Maybe it was just me. No, it's just the extra skin. I got my surgery done in Colombia with a friend of mine who is extremely talented. She's very well trained, and I really felt comfortable with her. So I went to Colombia for 2 weeks, and I got my surgery like 5 days after I arrived. I didn't get general anesthesia, it was just local anesthesia, and I got sedation. It was pretty interesting to say the least, because I was awake and I felt everything. Obviously it didn't hurt, but my eyes were open for quite some time when they were doing the under eyes, because I also got the bottom part. But when they were doing the top part, I didn't feel anything. I mean, it smelled like meat on a barbecue, but I didn't feel anything at all. Absolutely nothing. And if I started to wake up a little bit, I would tell the anesthesiologist to just put me a little bit more. She'll come, put me more, and then I'll be comfortable again. And I would say that that took like an hour, I think. Now keep in mind that I was a little high, so I'm not sure. When I went out, I got my phone back and I was like, okay, I need to look, how do I look? Do I look like Frankenstein? Like, what's happening? So I got the phone, I whipped the phone, and I looked at the camera. I was like, this is not that bad. Now I see the pictures and I'm like, that's bad. But at that moment, I don't know, I thought I was gonna look like Jack Skellington. I obviously had to put sunglasses on after it, not only because it's not good to have the sun, like hit your eyelids because of the scarring, because of many things, but also because you look kind of freaky. I went back home. The first couple of days, or I would say like 4 days, I had to sleep with my head a little bit above my body. I was able to get one of those pillows that the moms use when they breastfeed, and I put it just right around my head. This is day 2 of my surgery. I am more swollen than the first day. Yesterday, if you compare the picture, you'll see that I'm not that bruised and not that swollen, but it's pretty normal. The doctor said it's super normal. Obviously, I mean, I got that skin cut off, so it's gonna be swollen, it's gonna be red. It's normal that your eyes are a little bit like yellow and red, as you can see. This one's worse than that one. And I also got like some of the fat pockets down here taken out. So that's why you see some bruising there. I did have to wake up like every 3 to 4 hours or so just to have some medicine. So that was a little bit annoying, but I wasn't, I had so many medicines that I would just go back to sleep immediately. The stitches at that point were still there. They got removed somewhere, I think 6 or 7 days after, something like that. Now let me tell you something. They don't cut one by one. They cut, I guess, the little knots at the ends, and then they pull the tip just like that. And when they do that, that fucking hurts. I got a little tear running down my cheek, and I have very high pain tolerance. So on the second week, things got way better. I still looked like Frankenstein, but I was able to get out of the house and maybe do a few errands here and there that I had to do, and then go back home. People did look at me a little bit weird, which is gonna be normal for the first 2 weeks, but you just have to ignore that. In Colombia, people were like, oh, did you get this? And they were all excited because it's Colombia, so it's not weird over there. The healing process, it's really fast. I still today have a little red line. It's easily covered with a little bit of makeup. You do have to take a lot of care of the incision because you don't want that to scar in a bad way. I mean, it's your eye. And also, please make sure you use a very good surgeon that knows how to do these kinds of surgeries. You don't want to be like, oh my gosh. Okay, so you know how right now there's a trend of doing like the little cat thing? I am so bummed that I didn't realize this before. You can actually tell your surgeon to do a little lift when they do it. After the 3rd week, everything, I think it's a breeze. It goes by really fast, it heals really fast. I, in general, loved this surgery. It makes, in my eyes, no pun intended, a huge difference. I feel like it makes me look less tired, just a little bit more, you know, fresh. I loved it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me, leave me a comment, but I do recommend that you get a hold of me on Instagram @StefMnews, not for the follow, but just because I do answer a lot more through there. So good luck with your surgery, and do let me know, please, how it goes.